Doctors, have you ever thought about getting a divorce? As in divorcing your hospital? As in going it alone? Lots of doctors have decided to part ways with their hospitals, and it's a trend that's sweeping across the industry, and I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm Dr. Eric Bricker, and I'm also a healthcare finance expert. I know how doctors get taken advantage of financially, and that's why I've partnered with Nomi Health to share with you what I know. This is Healthcare Uncovered. Today we're going to be talking about divorce. No, really, divorce. Let me explain. Do you know the story of Tryon Medical Partners in Charlotte, North Carolina? It's a great example that shows us that if doctors don't like the way a hospital is running their practice, they can leave and be successful on their own. Here's what happened. Back in 2018, the 88 mostly primary care doctors of Tryon Medical Partners sued Atrium Health, the hospital system that owned them, in order to leave and become independent. They wanted a divorce. Some of the doctor grievances against the hospital system were, 1, the hospital replaced the nurses in their clinics with medical assistants. 2, the hospital increased the number of patients they needed to see per day and decreased their visit times. And 3, the hospital increased the size of their non-compete agreement from 15 miles to 30 miles. In the end, Atrium agreed to let the doctors separate in exchange for dropping the lawsuit. Guess what happened next? 91,000 of their patients followed them when they left. In fact, Tryon retained over 80% of their patients. Just 1 year later, Tryon Medical Partners began to offer direct primary care to local employers and have since signed up 30 companies. The program has been a huge success because an independent primary care practice can work to provide better care at lower costs. Now, Tryon Medical Partners was able to do this because they were an established group practice for decades before being purchased by the local hospital system. So, when time came for them to make the difficult decision to leave, they stuck together. Now, I understand that other physicians that work for hospital systems might not have this benefit of unity. So what can you do? What do you do if you're a doctor that does not like the way you have to practice within a hospital system? You essentially have 3 choices, referred to as voice, exit, and loyalty. It's a business approach first outlined over 50 years ago by Albert O. Hirschman. First, voice. You can speak up and express your dissent on how you and your patients are being treated by the hospital system. Second, exit. You can leave. You can find another job or, depending on the circumstances, become an independent physician. Many primary care doctors are opening direct primary care practices and going independent. In fact, there are approximately 1,200 direct primary care practices in America today. Finally, there is loyalty, where you just go along and make the best of a bad situation. Look, it's a lot to consider, and regardless of your choice, it will not be easy. But you are not alone. We are all in this together, and I encourage you to talk with your colleagues. The first step might be just having a conversation. And keep in mind that if you do think it's time for a divorce, there are some good options to help you get your footing, like the Nomi Health Open Network. To learn more, check out the link in the video description. I'm Dr. Eric Bricker, and this is Healthcare Uncovered, where we break down a broken system.